Parents, what was the final straw that made you snap at your child? My daughter Kate has had major behavioral issues that have pushed everyone to their wits' end. If she's told no, she throws a screaming tantrum well past an age it is acceptable. She lashes out, pushing people down, flipping their very thick waist-length hair forcefully in their face, or screaming at them. She will try to act all sweet and innocent in front of other adults. But when any parents or teachers call her out on bullying behavior, she lies profusely to try and get her way. In elementary school, we started getting reports of troubling bullying behavior. One incident stood out. Kate found out a classmate named Amy was an orphan living with an aunt. Kate ostracized her and got other girls to avoid Amy because she doesn't have real parents. When the teacher brought this to our attention, we had a serious talk with Kate and tried to instill empathy. We thought maybe we were spoiling her and her brother too much. So we made the whole family start regularly volunteering together at homeless shelters, animal shelters, and counseling centers. The kids had to take on more adult responsibilities like dishes, cleaning, laundry instead of small kid chores. James took to this well, but Kate remained defiant. She did it, but with an attitude. We hoped this would help instill morality and empathy in both kids, but didn't seem to impact Kate. In 6th grade, a new incident occurred. A boy in Kate's class named Tyler sadly lost his dad, who was a soldier killed overseas. When Tyler understandably got upset and cried at school one day over his loss, Kate and friends mocked him, saying he was a weepy baby and needed to get over it already. Tyler's mom called us horrified. We were shocked and heartbroken ourselves that Kate could be so cruel. We relocated her to a different school district the next year, hoping a fresh start would help. That was 3 years ago now, in 7th grade. Since the school change, the only improvement was that Kate seemed to stop acting out bullying behavior in front of parents and teachers. But 2 weeks ago, we got an urgent call from the new school principal requesting to meet with my ex-husband Tom and I along with Kate that same day. They said she needed to be picked up immediately. We learned that Kate had started something called a bully club with a group of girls at this new school. Their horrific idea was to target one unpopular girl each week and intend to bully them. If the victim could handle the bullying attacks, she would then be allowed to join their clique and be friends. For months they had only been targeting one particular classmate of Kate's, a sweet girl I will call Haley. We have met Haley and her parents before. They are good people and no one deserves bullying, especially given what Haley was going through at the time. Haley had been battling cancer and the treatments had started to make her hair fall out. It was becoming noticeable at school. But instead of showing empathy, Kate saw it as an opportunity to attack. On the day the principal called us in, one of the bully club girls brought electric hair clippers to school. Kate ran the clippers straight across the back of Haley's head while she sat in class, cutting off a huge chunk of hair and leaving a large bald spot. Her friends recorded it all on their phones, laughing at Haley and mocking her, as Kate yelled out that no one with ugly short hair like that can call themselves beautiful. I was beyond livid hearing all this. I felt like I had completely failed as a mother and never felt that much anger towards my own child than I did in that moment. I no longer saw my daughter, but a monster of my own creation and mistake. The principal told us Haley was traumatized but putting on a brave face. I grounded Kate from all electronics indefinitely, immediately took her home from school, and told her to plant herself on a stool in the kitchen. I roughly grabbed a pair of scissors and hacked her waist-length hair off right then and there, cutting it crudely to just above her shoulders as she started screaming and crying. In my fury I told her, "Thanks for joining your mom, stepmom, and female siblings on the so-called ugly short hair side." I forcefully stated we would be taking her shorn hair and making it into a wig for Haley to wear at school, with Kate giving it to her in front of the whole class. Kate became hysterical at that, hyperventilating and crying even harder. Just then my ex-husband Tom stopped by to pick up some things and overheard everything that was happening. He angrily shouted that my actions were abusive and that I was being a bad mother. He said grounding and the likely school suspension were the only right calls for punishment. He left right then and there with Kate in tow that night. In the following days, I had time to calm down and reflect. I soon came to agree with Tom that while serious punishment and consequences for Kate were justified, my reaction went too far in the heat of the moment. What better way to give a bully a taste of their own medicine?